Amazing, amazing. You're trying to just keep it short and sweet, but
Yes.
like, I don't know. Now you can see how big the man is in this thing. Yeah.
I'm not a big man, please. I'm just a small man.
No problem, that's what they always say.
Yeah.
But again, it's a pleasure meeting you. And I'm curious to ask, where exactly brought this inspiration of PRODFEST? Like, what was the idea towards it?
Okay, so I think when we sat down sometime in October last year, and we said we wanted to do an event in Jos, but we had to do research. We looked at, okay, what are the current existing Web3 events that happen, and how can we do something that is a bit different? Now, the big three events that we see that happen largely within the continent that draw a lot of buzz around the blockchain ecosystem is Web3 Lagos. And we looked at Web3 Lagos, and what Web3 Lagos does is a general conference. Then from Web3 Lagos, we looked at It Accra. It Accra is more of the hackathon experience. And we looked at It Safari, yes. And all of these are unique in themselves. And there's only something different that they bring. But one thing that we saw, the It's Just Builders community, right from day one, has been about building. And that's why it's even in the name of the community itself. It's just builders that we want to gather. I want to build. Technical, non-technical builders, everybody that can contribute. Amazing. We believe you are a builder. So content creators, marketers, product designers, they're all builders, and that is who we brought together. Yeah. Now, PRODFEST is a very technical company. They train developers, they train people, and then they build products also. So it's okay, let's pull these two together, and why not let's do a product-focused conference? And that's where the name PRODFEST came from. So PRODFEST is a mixture of products and festival. Amazing. And our goal was, okay, how can we get to showcase, how can we get to celebrate products? And the celebration of these products for us is largely on the ideas that these products are locally built. These products are locally built, and then giving Africans the opportunity. A lot of times we see people where they say, oh, Africans are not consumers of technology. We are not creators. Because everything that they bring, we are only airdrop farmers, we are only airdrop hunters. If you want to fund your projects, that's why you talk to us. But what we got to show, at least particularly through PRODFEST, is the fact that we can also contribute, we can also create value. And the beautiful part is, what we showed here are people who have been creating value for a long time, that probably didn't have a stage like this for them to be able to showcase what they've been building. So that is the inspiration for what PRODFEST is. And we hope that this is the first edition. We've been able to showcase, I think, more than 15 projects, 15 Web3 projects over the last 2 days that were built by people here. A lot of them from Jos, from Kaduna, from Lagos, from Abuja, but Nigerians that built projects that so many of them are already global. People are using them. So for us, that is the vision. Amazing. So we get to put up a platform where subsequently when people come to look at PRODFEST, when people think of PRODFEST, what people think about, oh, this is where we get to see the best that Africa has to present. Amazing. The products are showcased this year. We want to bring them back next year. And our goal is so that they tell us, next year when you're coming, show us that you've grown. Show us that you've done better. We're not dumping you to say, oh, next year we need new products. No. It's about growth. So why did you fail? If, for example, within the next 1 year, one of these products fail, we bring you on the panel. We had a panel session where we talked about why products fail. Had conversations with founders. So that was yesterday. The goal was, even all of the talks that we got to do at PRODFEST, everything was product focused. From the very first beginning to the end, everything was focused on how can we make Web3 products better, how can we grow their user base, how can we showcase Web3 products. So it has always been about products.
Wow, and like you said a whole lot. I'm really happy when I think you explaining more to me that makes me understand how I love the idea when you say technical and not technical
builders, yes,
coming
builders,
together.
yes.
And that means, I've defined to people sometimes that builders are not just dev,
yes,
builders are developers and are creatives.
Yes.
So with the media, we distill them into builders are a general with somebody, and then under it, you can either be a dev or you can be a creative.
Yes.
And our whole push now, even now we have to niche down. We're focused on trying to create our long-term goal is to create a hub where developers and creatives can come together to build products and provide solutions to an average man. It's not really about Web3, it's about solutions.
Yes.
At the end of the day. So
At the end of the day,
cares
nobody cares if it's worth 3. Nobody even cares if it's worth 10.
Exactly.
If you can solve their problem, they will use your product.
Exactly. So that's where we are now. And then I'm amazed that that's what PRODFEST is already doing, which means, yes, there are thinkers here that are trying to actually make things happen. And, you know, I'm looking at it now. How exactly, I think I understand a bit more of how the developers aspects work too.
Yes.
But how exactly did the thinker, like, in terms of the creative aspect of the not technical initiative, how did you infuse that into this?
Okay, so one thing that we looked at is, even let me even start from the hackathon point of view.
Yeah.
From the hackathon, we insisted that every hackathon team must have a designer, it must have a marketer.
Yes.
So it's not just about that. It's not just sort of like about developers alone. We expanded the scope, and then even here, for all of the creatives that came around, we gave creative space to say, okay, as far as you're on the PRODFEST ground, feel free to create your content. It is something that is important to you. If not, you will not put the time to want to do it. So, however you want to do it, if you believe this is a stage where you can create good, come do it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So for over the last 2 days, independent creators have just been creating content and pumping out.
Yeah.
We not that you register, you paid some money before you're allowed. Just come. This is a space where we're celebrating innovation. Want to see the uniqueness. Want to see the ideas that you would have. How you might even end up presenting the content that you shot here at PRODFEST will be different from another person, but it tells another story. It tells stories, and we need all of that. So that when we tell people, because if we don't have creators that come around to tell the stories, we developers will just sit down and just do development things.
I'm even like, even at your core team, do you have a creative in there? Like, do you have a creative director there? Do you have someone that?
Yes, we do. For PRODFEST, we designated a creative lead.
In the team itself?
In the team itself, in the core team itself. Every single thing, from the branding of PRODFEST to...
Yeah, I really do. I do love the branding. I was telling them, like, wow, like, I love the way you went about the aesthetic. You could see that people were very intentional.
There was a lot of intentionality. Everything around that you see around the branding of PRODFEST, like, when you see the patterns, it tells you about the hills that you get to see when you come into Jaws. You see the Jaws Indigo bed. The bed is only found in Jaws in the whole world. So all of those things were incorporated into making the brand. And even if you see the animations that come out, that is all our creative lead.
Amazing.
We don't know. Wow. If you ask me how that came to be, I don't know. I just know that there is a guy, and the guy had a team, and he worked with his team.
That's what we want.
Yes.
You guys are doing what we actually are advocating for right now.
Yes,
Even me as an individual, and even as a community with the media, we're advocating to actually get creatives, not just as service providers, but we're also problem solvers too. And you can ask some developers, you can see struggles they face trying to market their product, how to tell the story of their product, how to even let the daily man understand how to use this product, that it's for them. Because everything is being covered. It's amazing to see, like I said. And I'm even looking at, okay, next year, I feel like with this even in play, how can we now come in to incorporate ourselves more to make sure that we can even evolve this? Because I feel like right now, hearing this, we could have actually even done more than what we did already. But
then, the thing is, this is the very first edition. Yeah. So the idea has not yet caught on. It's just been put out there, and everybody is understanding what PRODFEST is from the very... Yes. When you say, like, when we come back and we do it next year, we don't need to be introducing people, this is what PRODFEST means. Yes. You already know what PRODFEST means because you've seen it. If you don't even know what PRODFEST means, there are a lot of content all around the place that tells you what PRODFEST is. Yes. Amazing. So it comes down to it. Like we used not used in terms of like bad word. We made sure that we give space for the creatives within our team to explore, to go as wild as they can. They want to go.
It's so amazing right now. Like, for example, now we're planning to have a creators bootcamp next year, and we're focused on chain creators and bringing creators on chain. Because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to encourage developers to start working out how to build more infra around our product that can encourage creators to come in. It's not really just about even the money, but it's about letting creators understand what this space is for and what it's meant to do for the greater good. So I'm really happy. I'm excited. I myself am a creative. I'm a storyteller. I'm a multidisciplinary creative director. Actually, I tell people I'm a Web3 multidisciplinary. I don't even tell Web3 because like people actually cares about Web3.
Yes.
Multidisciplinary creative director because I can do branding, content creation and stuff. So it's like we're just looking to be able to actually make sure that we have the foresight here now. Like, I want to see whereby someone like PRODFEST can actually be having Web3 artists performing. Because I'm not even seeing that happening yet.
Yes.
So you can see what can happen when you actually have creatives more imbued into it.
Because that is also a product,
It's a
and
product
that is a
itself.
product that is coming from that person.
And then now is a Web3 artist
Yes.
actually. There are people that are basically going to be using this product on chain to provide. So it's like it's going to be as a form of where you can encourage more artists, more creatives, more problem solvers to come into the space.
True,
Because
true,
provide them
true.
the opportunity to and give them the platform to. So you see that next year we should be expecting a performance from
Definitely,
creatives that like
definitely.
we've seen highlight that we've
Definitely,
seen. The same thing I told
definitely.
even Kevin
Definitely.
at Enugu too.
Definitely.
We should be seeing that kind of thing happening where it's not about hiring the Remas and co. There are people that are making good music and they're minting themselves as NFTs and this and that. And their products.
Yes,
They can come
their
and say, this is my product.
This is my product. My product
This
is
is on
yeah,
Dora,
yeah.
This is on this. So
Yes, yes,
you can
yes,
see how
yes,
we can
true.
evolve it. And this is why you can see why important it is that the difference between hiring even a creative director and a Web3 creative director, because it will give you this insight about how it actually you can utilize this Web3 product.
No, our creative director is also a Web3 creative director.
They should have said this.
No,
one.
no. The point of there was actually performances on deck, but we didn't really come around to you know when you're planning, then there are like 10,000 things that you need to take care
Okay,
of,
so
and then you now come down to the last minute and you're like, okay, so we're not taking care of this.
But let's take one step at a time.
Let's just do. So right, my entire team they are tired of me from talking about. I say this is the MVP. I say in core product is MVP, but in an event like this, or in something that is in a brand like this is an MVP. This is the minimum viable version of PRODFEST. Whatever we're going to do from here is definitely going to be 3, 4, 5 steps higher
Better.
and
Yeah.
better. And that's simply because now we've done the MVP. We've seen what works. We've seen.
Gather the data.
Yes, we gather our data.
what
We've
it
learned.
takes.
Yes, we've learned. Not just sitting down and discussing, oh, this is how we think it should go. We've executed it.
No, I always believe in proactivity.
Yes.
You have to be proactive. You have to be retro to what we're trying to do.
True,
Well, in fact,
true.
right now, if you see how people are even going about support in the system now, it's more around the idea of retroactive funding. So it's like, show us what you can do, show us the impact you want to create, and then we'll support you.
True,
Yeah,
true,
so
true.
but again, I'm happy that we actually made it, because you see how we're trying to get this ambition.
Yes,
I'm happy
yes,
because
yes.
now it made me understand who you are, and I'm more bullish now. Not just about even PRODFEST, but even about you entirely. Because at least I'm going to have Scarface interview too.
Yes.
His name is actually Scarface.
That's the name that everybody calls him. His name is actually Peter.
I was like, I didn't see this car. But it's cool, man.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
again, it's good to meet you again.
It's
and
pleasure
I
is all
appreciate you so much for actually taking your time to,
Thank you so much.
with all the whole schedule and all, to actually
Thank you
make
so
sure that you
much.
actually had this discussion.
Thank you for the opportunity.
And then, yeah, we're going to look at the camera. I'm going to see something, yeah?
Yeah.
You're going to say your name, yeah? I'm going to say you are the convener of PRODFEST and at Jos, yeah? Or at It's Jos. I don't know if it's Jos.
Adjust.
At Jos?
Yes.
Okay, and then you are with Read Media. Now, wait, before we do one thing, spell Booyah to the camera.
Spell.
Yeah, Booyah.
Booyah. That should be B-O-Y-A.
B-O-Y-A.
Yes.
You're correct. You sure you're correct?
I think I'm correct.
B-O-Y-A. Okay, no problem now.
Hi, my name is Mitong. I'm the organizing lead of PRODFEST 2025 that happened live in the city of Jos. And I'm with Read Media. Booyah.
Booyah. Thank you so much.